back, guys. Today we're going to be covering a rather controversial topic. Well, it's not really that controversial nowadays, since everybody knows that Nazism and anti-Semitism is bad. But today we're going to learn how World War I started, the life of Adolf Hitler, Nazism, and Aryans. Okay? Maybe not Aryans. That one's controversial. Okay. So today we'll start with Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was born in Austria. Before World War I, around the end of the 18th century. Adolf Hitler used to be great at studies and painting, and later on he started working and selling paintings. But then World War I rolled around. During World War I, and he fought for Germany and Austria and the entire Axis, and overall was pretty German. He really liked German people. He believed to be a German himself. And then again, he kind of was, because at that time a large portion of the region of Austria where he lived in was German, ethnically German. So when he fought in World War I, he got injured and he went to the hospital. And around that time, World War I ended. Yay! And Germany lost. So Hitler felt bad. So soon enough, he went and joined a group of people who were anti-Semitists, and convinced their party to be renamed the Nazis. Gave them this symbol, which is the swastika, which is also, if you turn it around, it's also used in India, but that's a whole different story of Aryans and the complications of that. But let's get back to Hitler. So soon enough, Hitler's Nazi ideology spread, and soon enough he became Chancellor of Germany. And then he took power. Then he conquered more and more power, and then became in charge of became the complete leader of Germany. Then after that, Then soon he started declaring war on different countries, starting with Austria. And he also treated people, especially Jews and Russians and Soviets and all, very badly. This caused the Holocaust, where millions of Jewish people died. I don't really know how I can how I can get back to World War I after that. But anyway, World War II. Hitler took over Austria, and Chamberlain, the president, the prime minister of the UK, and other prime ministers just let him do it, and told him not to do anything else. But he wanted more. He decided to take the Sudetenland from from Czechia, and because it was ethnically German. The other countries and their prime ministers allowed this, but said not to take the rest of Czechoslovakia as well. But Hitler didn't listen. He took over the rest of Czechoslovakia, and everybody got angry, but they said, now he'll stop. Now let's stop. I don't think he wants more than that. But he did. He signed a secret agreement with with Stalin to divide up Poland, which, if you didn't know, is the king of getting revived. First of all, they got the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth was killed off, and then they got revived. But then Austria and Russia and all decided to divide it up. Then Poland got revived in World War I. And then Poland died. Yes, seriously, they got divided up again. Two-thirds of it went to Russia, 1/3 to Germany. And after this, everybody was just like, come on! Hitler! This is just too much. We declare war on you. So in 1939, when the Polish invasion was just about finished, all the other countries declared war on Germany, which led to World War World War II. And Russia decided to join with their friends, the Allies, and absolutely got decimated by Germany. Funny story: the Danish, the Belgians, the Luxembourgish, and many more got by Germany. And I also want to tell you that Germany wasn't alone. At that time, fascism, the ideology of Hitler, which basically believed that certain groups are better than others, and that certain groups deserve better treatment than others, and some are bad, basically, went and decided to So let's continue. Okay, so where were we? Right. So during this war, another fascist country, ruled by Benito Mussolini, Italy, decided to join in the war, and so did Japan, which wasn't fascist. Actually, it kind of was. And there was a huge massacre there, almost bigger than the Holocaust, but some people forget. And Japan took over large parts of the ocean. Germany decimated Europe and Africa, and Italy was just there to help. The end. Germany wins. Wait a second. Did they? Oh, right. There was a campaign called D-Day, which had American soldiers who had just gotten angry because of an attack on their island by the Japanese, led to a huge attack in Europe called D-Day, and people landing in Normandy. And they surprised Germany and German-occupied France, which used to be in the Allies, and soon enough the Russians reached Berlin. And Hitler committed suicide. And all of Hitler's generals committed suicide. And Germany was divided into several parts. The end. That was a long episode.